Live from San Diego, this is the Fox 5 Morning News at 8.
Next, are you trying to decide if egg freezing is right for you? Dr. Wood breaks down a new procedure that has nearly a 100% survival rate.
You're watching the Fox 5 Morning News at 8.
Good news for women. Oh, by the way, what did you say? Soledad camera? I'm so excited to talk about this new egg freezing procedure. I forgot to tell you live look from our Soledad camera. What time is it? 8:15 in the morning? Okay, now here we go. Good news for women having babies a little later in life. There is a new method of egg freezing with nearly a 100% survival rate. Dr. Samuel Wood of the Reproductive Sciences Center is here to explain. 100%?
Almost. It's around 97, 98%.
What's the new procedure? How has it changed?
Well, it's called vitrification, which means it's rapid freezing, flash freezing. The egg is the largest cell in the human body, and as a result, it has the most water of any cell in the body. And so when you try to freeze it, the water turns to ice crystals, and the jagged edges of the ice crystals damage the genetic material, damage the membranes and other parts of the cell. So in the old days, we used to do something called slow freezing.
Okay.
This took 2 hours. And what happened was these ice crystals would form, they'd be destroyed, the eggs, so the destruction rate was 50, 60%.
And you talk
and so
about
pregnancy rates were only 5% back then.
And you talk about that and those kind of numbers for people who are struggling to get pregnant. That was devastating. This is huge news. Huge news.
It is. There's so many women that it's just simply not the right time for them to get pregnant. And they're concerned that as they're getting older, their fertility is going to fall and they'll have no chance of having a baby. It's a sad situation. What they can do now is freeze these eggs with this new technique, and then they're going to have an outstanding chance of getting pregnant, depending on the age at which they do it.
I did a great piece with you a few years ago, Dr. Wood, where we talked about this, and you said this is the future, like futuristic way of people getting pregnant. So many women are waiting until they're 30, 35, 40 years old to have families. You say freeze your eggs, freeze them when you're young.
You know, you should freeze them between 30 and 35.
Okay.
If you do that, the chance that you'll end up with a baby later is around 80%.
No matter what age you're at? Or?
No, if you freeze it between 30 and 35.
But you later.
Oh, yeah, these eggs, they last virtually forever. The current estimate is that they're good for 990 years after they're frozen, so that takes care of almost everybody.
Wow. Okay, so how do you know if the egg freezing is right for you? Do you talk to a doctor? What do you do? Let's say you're watching this right now.
You know, it's a big deal to make that decision. And so when someone comes in, we discuss the reasons for it. We make sure that their logic is correct. And then we do blood tests and we do an ultrasound to make sure that it's right for them. I want to be able to give them accurate information about the correct chance that they're going to succeed, so they can make the right decision for them.
Do you happen to know if insurance covers any of this or not yet? Because I know some companies, we've had it on the news, that Facebook,
yeah, it was
Google.
Facebook and Apple.
Right, that did it.
But I don't know of any others. It's very rare, unfortunately, when a woman comes in that she actually has insurance coverage for it. Once you have 10, 15 eggs in the freezer, women relax. Women come in, they're very tense. They want to succeed in their job. They have educational plans, or they haven't found the right person and they feel like they need to be with someone, or they want to be with someone in order to have a baby. Once they have frozen eggs, they relax. Because now they know they have time.
You know, there are still some people that will send me a message on Facebook and say, isn't that the Dr. Wood that came in a few years ago with his jars of M&Ms and got me pregnant? Yep, it's him. He started putting those jars of the M&Ms and said, this is how many eggs you have at this age, this is how many eggs you have. And I looked at it like this, and people still remember that.
Yes.
So thank you for my kids.
Thank you.
All right, Raul, we'll get it. He did it.
Well,